So yeah, warm welcome again, um, and passing it to you, May, to open us.
Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, for being in togetherness with us, for continuing to believe, to come, to join our hope with your hope, our resistance with your resistance, our freedom with your freedom, and our justice with your justice. So we may all remember that we are one, and only in this oneness are we free. Only in this oneness is this world at peace. Only at oneness are our children joyful and happy when the rain comes. Only in oneness do our kids await the change of seasons to witness what happens to Mother Earth. Otherwise, some of our kids are now under the storms. No earth beneath them, no dry earth beneath them, no shelter to hold them, no food to warm them. And only in this oneness could we make this happen. I'm very grateful Dia is with us. I'm very grateful this community was able to come together and stand together and give hope to many, many people, not only in Gaza, not only in the West Bank, not only in Israel, but in so many countries, in so many countries, people together to sit, to talk, to grieve, to take actions, to discuss, and it continues to heal, it continues to empower, it continues, to bring this togetherness that we are trying to make it daily and to give it to everyone that also deserves this togetherness. I wish to welcome also Marsha in the land. She's in Jerusalem now. She landed with a bit of sickness and she wanted to protect me. So she stayed at the hotel taking care of herself. Welcome, Marsha Habibti, praying you will receive healing very soon. And we will receive you on Wednesday, inshallah. Thank you for making all this effort and the time traveling across just to be here to support us and be with us. Such an honor, Habibti. A bit sad you're not, that you're not sitting here. We're not doing it together, but next Monday, for sure we are. I just want to start sharing about what is now happening. Ayman Ghraib, one of our peace activists in the Jordan Valley, is not yet known whether he was kidnapped or he was arrested. It's been a few hours already that we have not heard from him. So my heart is really like boiling on fire, trying to figure out what is happening and what can be done, and sitting with so much fear uh, from the last kidnapped, that what happened to them. So a bit shaky and a bit following with some of the activists to hear something to make sure that he's okay, that we know at least where he is at or who took him, who arrested him. Uh, I'm sitting also with that, which is to say how much the settlers' violence has really ruptured the West Bank. We are dealing with different incidents all throughout the day in El Auja and the Jordan Valley, in Masafir Yatta and Umm Khair. Everywhere, people are sending messages of the attacks that are happening and asking for support, and yet the Israeli government has been uh, sending back the foreigner activists who came in solidarity with the Palestinians. They have already managed to send back 35 of them, which really adds more toll on us and more pain and, yeah, such heaviness to figure out what can actually be done to continue to protect the communities, the fragile, especially communities in the West Bank. So really, so much is needed. So much is needed for us to speak, to raise the voice of what is happening, to follow the news and to share the news and to take actions, to respond with actions, to respond with political actions that can hopefully bring justice to people. So, my request to us is not to forget our political actions and how important they are. That, in the contrary, with each meeting, we come to more and more understanding and power of this togetherness to take actions as best as we can with whatever strategies that you know, that we know, that you can come up with, whether alone or with the friends or with your communities, writing emails, posting, calling, joining other organizations, uprising, protesting, writing, using media in whatever ways that can actually support. This is a continuous reminder and request that these meetings will actually support us to come and to have more and more wisdom from each other on what can we do. What can we do to protect the people of these lands? What can we do to even protect settlers from themselves? What can we do in order for the situation in the West Bank not to become Gaza? So I sit with this. In Satyam, recently we've been meeting. I just traveled back with David from Germany. I really needed his company, so he traveled back through Amman with me. My fear of the investigations and all of the rest and has been also sitting with me. And it's been, yeah, we've been in a lot of conversations to how to move and how do we stand beside each other and how do we support each other in continuing what we are doing. So for the past few days, the core team has been here. Norita traveled from Italy as well, and Mariam to Mali. The community space here is so much needed. Our work is so much needed, so much needed. The space of togetherness, of conversations, of communications, nonviolence, communication and resistance, of community, of healing, of joining activists together, of bringing people together to talk, to sit, to eat, to grieve, is one of our biggest goals, has been always one of our biggest goals. So next weekend, we will have the NVC retreat, NVC and empathy. We will have almost 20 activists joining us for 3 days from everywhere. We will be in togetherness for 2.5 days. They are starting to travel on Thursday. Some of them that comes from Nablus takes them a few hours to arrive. So we will be around the fire, sitting, talking, healing together, listening to each other. And on a Friday, we will have the NVC, empathy, and then the grief circle, and then action taking on Saturday. And how can we come more and more together to empower each other in moving forward? And yeah, I ask for your prayers for us during that weekend, that you will send us your prayers, you will send us your support, your thoughts, maybe even messages if you wish for us to read to the community, and messages from you. I would love to write them down that they can read, that they can see what we are also here doing to bring everyone together. Some of the some of these trainings and some of these activists, some of these people who are joining, some of them it's been a while that they are in this field, some of them are new, some of them, yeah, haven't really had a long weekend of just talking to each other and sitting around the fire and singing and getting to know each other in this way, in this beautiful way of our humanity, healing, healing, and yet arguing, and yet having debates, and yet crying, and yet learning, and yet standing up with each other. So we are looking very much forward to it and praying for the protection of all of them as they drive to come be in this togetherness. And yeah, we will be updating you next Monday on the little miracles that continues to happen here in Satyam. And soon during Christmas, we decided we will hold a Christmas evening together, inviting people from all over the land to come, be in togetherness, be also in celebration, to walk down to Bethlehem, to be in togetherness, to watch the tree light up the birth of Jesus, reminding us of love and peace, freedom, sacrifice. So soon also the community will come, and we have a lot of plans on how to support Masafer Yatta and the Jordan valleys, that we are starting to work on them to bring their voice more to the light, and their suffering also more to the light through hosting them in Satyam. So we will also extend our invitation to you when we know when it is happening. And I say this to encourage all of us, that even though I started with mentioning Gaza, settlers, and the West Bank, still life is happening. And people that wants healing and justice and freedom are still gathering, wanting to come, wanting to sit, wanting to heal. And this is exactly the intention that we had when we opened Satyam. The risk, with all the risks we are holding on ourselves, with all the responsibility, this is exactly to me, to us, the best responsibility we could take, with all the pain, with all the sacrifice, with all the fear, that this is what we are doing to heal, to speak of togetherness of Palestinians, Israelis, internationals, of this oneness. This is a blessed life. This is a blessed life, that we know enough to choose this, that our heart loves enough to not take sides, that our body is at peace enough to not carry a weapon, that our mind is at peace enough to not go into the darkest of thoughts. So I extend this to you as well. Honored to be with you. Honored that this is who we are. Honored that this is what we bring. And I will close my conversation before Ala comes with the poetry that I wrote.
Maybe there's something I just want to add, if I may.
Yes,
Just
please.
name that if you feel to gift something, it's very welcome for this coming weekend. We are paying scholarships to yeah, a lot of people. Um, So your support is very welcome if you feel to give something to the work of this retreat, to to just help us cover the costs that we are carrying for many people that are coming. So yeah, you can send that to via our PayPal or in different ways to just
Yes.
write as a purpose retreat, and then we know this is going for scholarships, and that would be a great support. Just naming that. Thank you.
Yes.
What's
Yes. Thank
happening
you.
this coming weekend,
Yeah,
so we can
Yes.
set prayers on the right time.
Thursday to Saturday.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of our activists or the people that they choose to come, they cannot afford to cover it, especially the Palestinians. And also some of the Israelis, a lot of requests for scholarships. Our wish in the near future that we can actually offer this for everyone who can come, and that we can financially support these people to actually come and have a space of learning and healing. So whatever support would be deeply appreciated and will support these souls to have a space of healing and togetherness, and holding together. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Just naming that anyway we do it. It's just
Yeah,
that
definitely.
why we can do it is because you are supporting us, or like because of donations. That's how we do that. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for having me. Ah. I rise today with the bones of my ancestors under my feet, with the cries of Gaza in my ears, and the rain writing prayers on my skin. The earth remembers every footstep, every wound, every stolen breath. And so I walk slowly, carrying the grief, but not letting it bury me. We are the wombs of resistance, the rivers of survival, the hands that stitch together broken cities and broken hearts alike. Every stone that falls, every door closed, I turn into a drum to call back the forgotten, the silence that disappeared. O world, see us. We do not bow to occupation, to oppression, to the weight of centuries. We bow only to the one who made us. And in the bow, we find the freedom. In that surrender, we find rebellion. In that prayer, we find a sword sharper than violence, a shield wider than walls, a light that no siege can extinguish. Today, my soul spreads like a stormy clouds, cleansing the scars, washing the fears, carrying hope like seeds in the wind. We rise politically, spiritually, together, our voices waving truth into history, where lies once claimed dominant. We are healing not to comfort alone, but for justice, for children, for the rain that refuses to stop falling. And we know, even in the shadow of a genocide, even under the weight of exile, every prayer, every song, every heartbeat is a rebellion, a resurrection, a homecoming to everyone, to every child, to every man, to every woman on this earth in this lifetime. Mm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm. I just want to encourage us by saying that I have received two messages today from people from Gaza that I don't know, but they happen to hear about Mondays for Gaza. And I want to read you one of them. I'm translating. So, hello, May. and David, or Marhaba, Mai and David. I was searching through the internet for something to give me hope. I was looking what people are doing on the other side. I kept scrolling thinking, what can I find that is very different? And I continued and I was insisting. And then I came to your Instagram page and I started watching all through your videos of the hunger strike. And I went through all of your page everywhere. It brought so much hope and so much tears to my eyes. I couldn't move from the screen. I even walked 45 minutes to charge my phone. And I sat at the place still watching the videos while it's charging. I couldn't believe that some people like you exists and that you could bring all these people to us. Thank you for what you are doing. I hope one day I will be able to also join you, but now fear sits inside me. Thank you for what you are doing, and I will write to you soon again. I think I read it 100 times. And soon I'll share the other message. I will still wait. But just to say, these pure intentions of ours and activism is reaching. People search and they stop at us. They are receiving hope. And David, she said, you don't look so much like a German. You actually look like a boy of this land. And I said, absolutely. Thank you, dears.
Well, half of me is, so. Shall we, you want to bring in Dia? Maybe it's a good moment, May.
Yes. Yes, Dia, أنت جاهز حبيبي؟
صحيح.
Okay, so Dia is ready to be with us. He will be speaking and I will be translating for him. حبيبي Dia, احكي شوي شوي وأنا راح أترجم لك، أوكي؟ أهلا وسهلا.
طبعا طبعا أشكر جمعية ستايم، أشكر ماي على جهودها الطيب مع مع الحالات الإنسانية، مع أهلنا، مع جميع المحتاجين والفقراء والحالات الإنسانية.
He wants to thank Satyam and Satyam community for standing up with the people in Gaza.
أنا جئت اليوم لأخبركم ما الذي نعيشه من معاناة، لأنكم أصدقائنا تهمون الأمور وتسمعوننا وتسمعون علينا. يعني أنتم، نحن بكم نتجاوز الألم، نحن بكم نرى الألم أمل، نحن بكم نرى السعادة، نتجاوز الصعوبات. يعني
Through you and through your community, we can still see hope and healing and humanity.
يعني صراحة أنا سعيد بينكم، يعني لأنكم أصدقاء يهتمون لأمورنا وتسمعوننا، تقفون ضد العنف والقتل والمجاعة، تقفون مع الإنسانية.
I come to speak to you and I feel like I belong to all of you. Thank you for standing by us. Thank you for standing against the violence. Thank you for standing for humanity, for seeing us. And I come to be with you because I feel seen by all of you.
أكيد يا أصدقاء، يعني شُفتوا على الفيسبوك أو على التويتر المنخفض الذي جاء على أهل غزة قبل يومين،
And I
أهل
am sure
غربي
that you have seen on media the rainstorms we have been receiving the past few days,
بالذات يعني اللي في الخيام يعني مش في الضُّوَى، بالذات الخيام غرقوا.
specifically the people that are in tents, they are drowning all the time.
طبعًا إحنا
The
الحمد لله إحنا بيتنا اتدمّر كُلّه، ما أخدنا منه شغلة إلا خفيف من بعض المطبخ، يعني زي ما أنتم شايفين هان يعني حتى لمّا انشتّت في كبسة كانت تشتي كتير، غرقنا وغرقت الأغراض المطبخ، طبعًا ما فيش عندنا مطبخ زي الخليج، ونتفت أغراض وجت الشتا على الأغراض وخربن. طبعًا الحمام زي ما أنتم شايفين غاد حرامات، نظام حرامات ومش نظام مجاري يعني رسمي، نظام حفرة.
Mm. And as you could see, the tent and the situation, they are almost outside. Everything is only shed by blankets, so whatever they can find to shed themselves. And it's still like the situation is really bad.
تخيّلوا يا أصدقاء أن تصحى من النوم المَيّة اللي تصحّيك، يعني تكون أنت نايم وتدخل المَيّة جوّه خيمتك وتصحى في الليل، كيف شعورك؟
Okay. Just imagine that you would wake up because the rain just invaded your tent because there is no place to lay
وإحنا
down.
وإحنا نايمين في الليل أول امبارح كبسة شتاء شديد، صراحةً المَيّة اللي صحّتنا كانت أغرقنا، وتاني يوم برضه الصبح غرقنا، يعني كنا واعيين مَيّة واتبهدلنا يعني. صراحةً اللي بيعيشوا في الخيام عيشة صعبة جدًا. بعدين إحنا 8 أنفار، ما فيش إلا خيمة واحدة، أخوي بينام برّا عند أصحابه كل يوم لإنه ما فيش وسع، أنا بانام على باب الخيمة، فبتيجي الشتا علي، ما فيش خيمة تانية.
And most of the people, they only have one small tent. So a lot, even like his brother and himself, like they sleep in other guys' tents because there is no space for them. It's the situation of most people not being able to even be in a safe tent due to the rain with no protection.
كمان يعني المنخفض الجوي والأمطار لسه بأولها، يعني عدّوا راح تيجي الأمطار الشديدة مش عارف إيش تطير خيامنا ونطير حالنا، فصراحةً
And
مش
still,
عارفين إيش
this is the beginning of the season. This is the first rain of the season. So a lot of fear is in us of what will happen next. If this is the first rain, then what will we do? ضياء تشارك إنه وصلتك الأمانة، وصلك الدعم و وتخبّر الناس.
صحيح، وصلنا الدعم من الجمعية صحيح، يعني الأمانة وصلنا الدعم والحمد لله يعني اشتغلنا فيه وجبنا شوية أغراض وعملنا وسوينا، ولكن سبحان الله صعوبة الحياة كتير والأغراض بتكلّف كتير يعني. فيعني صراحةً بدنا يعني فزعة منكم من صديقه من غزة يعني لسد احتياجاته، ويعني واللي ما بيقدر يعني يقدر إنه يتبرع إنه يشارك بس قسطي لعلها إن يعني تأتي حدا يتبرع عليها الواحد يساعده يعمل مطبخ، يعمل حمام، يعمل غرفة.
We have received your financial support. It has been a big support to us to be able to fix some things or buy some things. And yet I wish to share with you that it is with the situation and what's happening, everything is extremely expensive and still the need is alive for him, for his friends, for the people around him. So even if you yourself cannot support, please share with other people please remind them to continue to support the people of Gaza. إن شاء الله ضياء.
وإحنا يعني أي سؤال إحنا جاهزين يعني.
حبيبي
حديث
يسلم. يسلم. Is there any question for Dia? Does anybody have a question or anything they wish to speak, they wish to ask?
نتمنى إنك تقفوا معنا في الشتاء هذا القار الصراحة الواحد ما بيقدر يعيش في الشتاء، الواحد الوضع صعب والخيام بتغرق والأمور صعبة يعني صعبة فوق ما تتخيلوا. ويعني
بس
أكتر
أكيد.
شيء موجود طلعوا على الفيسبوك وعلى التويتر ببين الفيديوهات عن أهل غزة والغرقان فيها، بيغرقوا وبيصيحوا وحالتهم صعبة، حالتنا صعبة.
Please continue to watch through the media and Twitter what is happening, the situation in Gaza, what the rain is doing. Continue to share, continue your activism and your support toward the people in there, especially now with the rain season. The situation is extremely hard and people are in much suffering. شكرا
صراحة
علاء حبيبي. مهم.
وأنا صراحةً سعيد بكم مجددًا، لأنكم تسمعوننا وتهتمون مع الإنسانية وتقفون ضد المجاعة. أتمنى أن تقفوا معنا، وهيك نراكم على خير، إنه نسافر ونشوفكم ونقعد معكم صراحة.
And he wants to say thank you so much for your support and for everything. Please continue to stand. And he is looking forward for the day that he can actually sit with all of you and meet you all personally. Even inshallah, ضياء. inshallah حبيبي ربنا يعني بعينكم وبيحمل عنكم، ربنا بيفرجها قريبا يا ربي عليكم. إن شاء الله الوضع كله بيتغير يعني أحسن مما كلنا منتخيل ومنفكر، وإحنا دائما معاك. في مسجات لإلك، شانون بعتت لك أهلا ضياء، قلوبنا معاك. إحنا كل الوقت بندعمك وغزة كل الوقت في بالنا وفي قلوبنا. شكرًا على مشاركتك ومجيئك لهون.
شكرًا.
Thank you.
أشكركم
Thank you
من
dear. He says thank you so much from all of his heart for your support. خلّيك قوي كاتبين لك يا ضياء، خلّيكم أقوياء، إحنا معاكم إن شاء الله.
إن شاء الله.
Yeah, I just read for him what you wrote on the chat in Arabic. الشفرة كتبت لك إحنا معاك بكل إشي وأسفين لكل إشي بيصير، بنبعت لك محبتنا. وإيفلين تحكي لك إن شاء الله كل الجدار اللي بيفصلنا عنكم كلياته بيسقط. وديف بعت لك إن شاء الله في يوم من الأيام راح نقدر نقعد مع بعض بسلام وندعم بعض مع بعض جسديًا كمان. وميرك كمان بعتت لك راح نكمّل إنه نتطلّع كل الوقت على إيش بيصير وندعمكم لحد ما الوضع يتحسّن إن شاء الله. Thank
أشكره،
you.
أشكره.
Thank
شكرًا.
you. Thank you all. Thank you all for your messages. Thank you ضياء حبيبي، شكرًا. يعني ربنا يجعلنا نسمع منكم كل الأخبار المنيحة ونحتفل معاكم يا ربي بالتحرُّر.
يا
آآ ومارشا بعتت لك شكرًا كتير، بابعت لك محبة كبيرة إلك ولعيلتك، لجيرانك، لكل حدا حواليك، وإن شاء الله كلنا بنقعد مع بعض بسلام. وأوليفر شكرًا ضياء على مشاركتك وعلى حديثك معانا، هو شرف لإلنا وعطية، وراح نكمل نحكي عن غزة.
إن شاء
Thank
الله.
you. شكرًا، شكرًا حبيبي.
إمم.
Hmm. Also, Fatima has received the financial funding that we raised for her. She's doing amazingly with it, with supporting the kids. And hopefully soon we will also be able to welcome her and hear from her and continue to learn how to support them even further into sustainability. What can we create of a sustainable support for the people in Gaza? What projects can we do in order to, not to have like just to send money, but what can we come together in doing that will sustain the people of Gaza and truly heal the people of Gaza. So thank you all, everyone that supported, everyone that shared, everyone that brought support, everyone that prayed. Your money, your blessings has arrived to them and it's been carrying them. And we will continue, as he asked, we will continue to come together in support of them. Thank you.
And also, there is a project, it's called Gaza Support Network, that are trusted people that are leading it that we know. So we will also share it soon with you. It's also a very direct way of bringing support to families in Gaza as well. We'll share that with you also soon. We've had 3 months ago, we've had on Zoom the ones who developed it speak, but we'll post it again so you know. And you can also share about it. It's a direct support to taking care of one family with a group of people and also being in personal relationship. So we really like this model that they developed. And oh, thank you, Shukran Dia. Thank you, May, for translating for us so we can hear each other and be in connection through words. And thank you all for your support, your care, your presence. And I really hope that you feel through this that how much it matters what you do, really how much you matter in terms of what you have to give financially, but also in terms of what you have to give with your consciousness, with your presence, with your awareness, to looking and not looking away, with your witnessing, choosing to witness and bring your attention, even though it's painful, but to how much that matters to be seen and acknowledged and not left alone. So I just want to, just really thank you all. And I would like to invite you to take a moment, take a pen and take a paper before we go into group sharing, just to take about 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, just allowing yourself to write. Just allowing yourself to write what comes up in you right now, the impact of receiving what May has been sharing, of acknowledging what is going on here in the land, what's going on in you, in your environment, whatever comes up as you take in this information right now. How does it touch you? What does it bring up in your body, in your heart? And just allowing the words to flow. Like this is just a practice to channeling the impact. Taking 7 minutes for this. And then just taking a moment to let that sink and just be with the emotional dimension of this little moment of journaling. Just notice. Just bringing gentleness and compassion to yourself, honoring yourself for meeting, for feeling, for sensing, for allowing, to be with, rather than numb and even honoring the places that are numbing, just allowing the whole experience to be honored, of you relating to what's happening with your heart, with your presence. And from this place, I would love to invite you for breakout groups with the invitation to share. You will have 15 minutes, so each one to share about 5 minutes on 3 aspects. So the first one is to share, I will also post it in the chat, to share some of the impact, like maybe a piece that you have touched now, where it touches you in your heart, in your life, that listening to Dia, receiving what May has shared, what does it bring you to personally? And then to explore in the conversation, what power, privilege, or resource am I aware of that I hold in this? With the identities I have, with the place I am in, with the connections or network. What privilege, power, or resource are you aware of? And one of them clearly is that we can come together. We have the resource to be together. We have the some emotional capacity to meet, which is already a great privilege, right? And we have the time to meet. But beyond that, what privileges do I have? And resources, like also this group, right? It's a resource that we have. We can meet here, we can share, we can listen. Maybe there's other resources that strengthen you, that empower you, that you draw upon. And then how do you wish to relate or take action this week until next Monday with what you are connected to now? And this is not the invitation is not for it to come as coming from like guilt or shame. I should do something. But actually the place that we're practicing is, what is the natural thing when I connect to my heart and I connect to my resource? What is the natural thing that comes from resource, not from shame or guilt? Because we know that this creates very different impact in the world. And it can be something very small, but if you're fully there, then it can be have such powerful ripples. Maybe it's something you pushed away, you thought of, I want to do that. Something that you're aware that is within your, connected to your privilege and power, and connected to your heart and your resource, right? So just explore that for this week, this coming week. What comes up for you? You can also be curious what comes up. So give each other 5 minutes to share about these 3 questions. What's the impact piece that is alive now? What are privileges, powers, and resources? And how does that translate in an authentic way into how I want to relate this week? Okay? So I will invite you to those breakout rooms now. And May, are you there?
Yes,
if Dia wants to join one of the rooms, I added you to the same room as Dia, so you can see if you want to.
maybe Abdullah can help support Dia. I'm just having a news about Ayman. Abdullah? It's okay, I will write to Abdullah. Do Dia translate? Thank you. Thank you, Habibti.
Abdullah, are you also there? Okay, let's see. Dodi, first
So
I
Rudy
I
can
will.
translate.
Yes,
Yeah,
sorry, I'm here.
So can you also translate, Abdallah?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can.
Oh,
So
Abdullah.
you can
Yeah.
join Dodi and Abdallah will translate. It's okay. Cool.
ديان رح يطلع عندك لينك هلا، رح يطلع عندك لينك على الشاشة، بليز اضغط عليه، رح ياخدك على غرفة عشان تكون مع كمان 3 تحكوا أكثر مع بعض. أوكي، وراح عبد الله يترجم لك هو ودودي. طيب.
So see you soon after this conversation. Yeah. Welcome back. We hope you had a meaningful conversation in your small groups. And we'd like to open the space before we close together our time together, just welcoming a few voices from those small groups back into the community space, something that touched you that you want to share, something that you've learned today or realized, or also maybe something that you want to be witnessed in, something that you're taking for your week. Yes, Nesa.
So I just got back from a 9-day nonviolent communication intensive that was held in Connecticut. And I learned a lot. And, addressing the questions that brought up here and what I'm going to do. I mean, I realize that I so often in myself go to blame and judgment in my personal life and everything. And it just doesn't serve me. But I also don't, so I'm learning how to, I'm going to try to learn how to get in touch with my feelings and needs and drop into empathy more often. Because I notice I can say the exact same content, but if I do it from blame and judgment, it's going to come out very differently than if I do it from empathy. And the message is that the consciousness of this group. I mean, I was actually, May and David. One of the reasons I wanted to take this is because I know y'all took it, and I see the NVC consciousness that's part of this community that you've created, and I want to be able to create that also. So I just want to maybe appreciate May and David for doing the work and putting it out in the world, and I have a commitment to do that myself. And anyone, I told people at the intensive, they had a little breakout to talk about NVC in the world. And I told about Satyam that it's not my group, it's y'all's, and I named you. There's a woman named Peggy Smith who used to work with Seeds of Peace, who's a trainer, who connected. So I'm feeling these connections, and there's people who want to do this kind of work and want to go out in the world and spread it in many different contexts, whether it's in prisons or whether it's anywhere where there's like we other people that we hold everybody as full human beings together. So I feel like I learned that such a deeper way, and I think this community has been part of my growth. So
Thank you, Nesa.
Thank goodness.
I see Ingrid speaking, but she's on mute, so I didn't know if.
Ah,
Yes, do you hear me?
yes.
Good. I was very touched when my friend Christina, who lived in Palestine for 2 years, she said suddenly, I decided to call the sun for the next week for the people there.
Amen. My day.
So those ideas, if you send love and you feel touched, then suddenly ideas open you never thought that they could happen. You see what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear. Mm,
And connect our heart connects us to so much resource
Yes.
and consciousness. Yeah.
yes.
I wonder, May, if you want to in between translate for Dia, or how do we do it?
Yes. Yes. آه،
Maybe the essence, yeah.
ضياء المشاركة الأولى من نيسا هي أحكت إنه كانت في تدريب للتواصل اللاعنفي، وشاركت عنا وإيش بنسوي وعن الوعي اللي موجود في الجروب علشان نقدر إنه نساعد بالأحداث اللي بتصير. وإنجريد كمان إسا شاركت إنه صلواتهم لإلكم كمان مع كل اللي شاركتوا بالطقس والمطر، إنه شمس دفا وشمس حرية تطلع عليكم، وإنه الكل يتوحد في هاي الصلوات. Thank you Ingrid. Thank you Nisa.
Und wir sind nicht
Evelyn.
Macher, wir sind nicht nur Wettermacher, wir sind auch Gott in Tätigkeit. Wir sind sehr mächtig,
Yes.
wenn wir in Liebe sind.
You wanna translate David?
To Arabic?
English.
I was going to we're very powerful. We're God in action, in the making. We are creators. We're creators. When we are from love, we can create from love. And we're very powerful.
Mm.
We not only change the weather, we can change everything.
هي بتقول إنه لمّا الواحد بيصلّي وبيآمن بيقدر إنه يغيّر كل شيء، لمّا في إيمان بصلاتها إنه يتغيّر كل شيء. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Evelyn, you wanted to share?
Sorry. Yeah, I was really surprised in the group when not being in Israel and Palestine, it's a very, you kind of feel like, oh, well, what can I do, when I'm not on the ground? So I have to ask myself, what is my place? And I'm trying to humanize Palestinians in the mainstream Jewish community. Well, it's hard for me to do it in Florida, but I think I can be more. I'm in Boston right now. So I reached out actually to the head of the Jewish Community Federation and also of all of Boston. When he wrote, I want to make it quick, but he was writing about rebuilding Israel and how, after October 7th and how they're reaching out and supporting him. And I wrote and I thought, well, it's time to really think about building relationships with Palestinians in terms of what we're building for the future. And there's an organization called Sulha, which is reconciliation between Israelis and Palestinians. They just met in the Dead Sea this past Friday, and he was interested. So I'm going to follow up on that. And I think it is really important because there's 5 million Jews in America. There's 7 million Jews in Israel. So I do feel that there's work for me to do in America, plus connecting with my mainstream rabbi. And we had a Zoom meeting with Sulha, and one of them was a fellow from Ramallah, and he talked about his story. So this is another way to humanize. So I feel that that's kind of my role right now that I'm taking on. Because I think that there's value in it. And I think that maybe I can't do very much, but at least I can really, really focus on that being here.
Well, thank you Evelyn. Thank you Habibti. Exactly, all these actions, all this awareness, when we bring it into action, then change happens. Then people are with more awareness and know where to connect, how to put their energies. So thank you for doing it. And yeah, 5 million Jewish, if we get people to move, if we get people to meet, we get reconciliation happening, we get a community happening. This is exactly the justice. I'll just check if Dia is still here, and I will shortly to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
ديا إيفلين شاركت إنه هي موجودة في أمريكا، وإنه هلّأ هي موجودة في بوسطن، وهي كتبت حدا معروف كتير يهودي، هو جزء من مجموعة كثير كبيرة في أكثر من 5 ملايين يهودي موجودين في أمريكا، وشاركته عن شو إحنا منسوي، وهو كان مهتم كثير إنه يسمع أكتر. هي بتحكي إنه هذا جزء بسيط من اللي بنقدر نسويه، إنه نرفع الوعي عن الإنسانية وإنسانية الفلسطيني لحتى نقدر إنه نساعد الفلسطينيين في إنهم يتحرروا من كل إشي، نساعد البشرية كمان من إنها تتحرر من كل إشي قاعد بيصير. فهي كانت كمان بتشجّع الناس إنه يعملوا كل إشي بيقدروا عليه لحتى يكون في صوت وفي مساحة للفلسطينيين ولليهود يكونوا مع بعض بسلام وحرية. Thank you,
Yeah.
Evelyn.
And I wish to honor this what you say, because you say it's maybe not much what I can do, but the impact of connecting leadership to a reality that they haven't been connected with will automatically include that reality, because they're human beings. They are human beings like us. And oftentimes in my experience, we look at our leaders as these people who rightfully so often are working for um, powerful um, corporations and being lobbied into their action politics, but very often we also assume that they know better or have other resources which they don't have. So a lot of the local and community leaders, actually not the higher politicians, but the ones who have so much impact because they're the ones representing and speaking to the people, oftentimes they just don't know. They don't know. Truly, they don't know. And once they know more, they will be able to hold more perspectives. So I have also received Valdemar. I think he's been here with us many times, and he has reached out to his local representatives and just making appointments with them, which you can. There is possibility, and speaking to them and sharing with them about the realities he's aware of and people he knows. So, like you, setting up a meeting with people from Sulcha, which, if that Jewish leader hears them, it will have impact. So, just knowing that also you have resource to other realities and it's worth to share them, to connect people with them. And so that is already a huge service. So I just want to honor that and encourage us all to do that. We can be bridges to people's realities. We can be bridges. And that's the power also of us as an international community, right? We can be bridges. Just as this Zoom is a bridge, right? So I just want to encourage that, to be aware, and that is something that you all are already and that we can leverage. Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you, David. Thank you, David. You know, it's hard not being on the land and just wanting to be an activist. And then to realize what my role can be here in America.
Yes, exactly. But this is exactly it, right? To see where is our power? Where is actually the role that is the most, that we can serve the best? And so it's a bit of a work sometimes to find that spot. So we hope that these conversations are helping us all to find it and to honor it, not to see it's less or like this or like that. No, it's actually exactly where you need to be part of this whole picture of transformation that we're working towards, right? So yeah, wanting to honor you all the spoken and unspoken pieces of this this time together, and also yeah, wanting to honor. There's one more voice before we close. So Masha, please.
Yeah, David, I actually wanted to ask you in terms of resources and sharing resources. I want to know the group that Satyam brought, and it was a peace plan, and the fellow was from Seeds of Peace, I think, and he's in DC, and
Phoenix Framework.
what is his name?
Was it the Phoenix Framework from Tarek Masarani?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was it. The Phoenix Framework, because I have 2 artist friends who are
Darling, let's speak about it personally. Yeah.
Oh.
Are you willing? So we can just close off together.
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah, let's speak through WhatsApp.
Okay.
I'm happy to follow up with you. This is a very important project. Maybe you guys, people, if you haven't been aware of it, it's an amazing framework that Palestinians and Israelis, young Palestinians and Israelis, have been working out. It's a framework. It's called Phoenix Framework. We can also post it again in the group, and it's something that is looking how from now on how can we continue rebuilding, but from another paradigm. Yeah, so it's very interesting and it's ongoing. Yeah, thank you for bringing it in, and I'll follow up with you, Marsha.
Thank you.
So let's take a couple of breaths and just let everything land. Maybe another stretch. Just acknowledging this time we spent and the places that you touched in this time together. And let's see if there's someone that wants to close us, maybe with a short prayer or a song.
I think Shifra is trying. Yeah.
I could do a prayer if people. Okay.
Yes.
I guess.
Can you close us with a yeah?
Yeah, I think my prayer is that we will know that this dream that we have of peace and of an end to the violence and cooperation and community and connection and unity between Palestinians and Jews and between all people, and it's because these kind of things are happening all over the world, that it's not just a dream, that it's not just a pipe dream, that it can be made manifest, and that along with all the actions we take, if we can keep that vision alive, that it can happen, that Dia can have a home again that is safe, and that the people in Gaza can somehow rebuild, and the Palestinians and Israelis and Jews and Germans and all people can come together. That it can be a reality, like, because we're doing it now, and it can manifest, that the needs of people can be met, and that love can win and is winning, and that we see that we are all a part of that together with the divine, however we understand it. That is my prayer.
Man.
Thank you. Thank you حبيبي ضياء، شكرا كثير على وجودك معنا. سلم لنا على العيلة وخبر الناس إنه إحنا معاكم ومنحبكم كل الوقت، بنعمل كل إشي بنقدر عليه صغير وكبير لحتى نوصل صوتكم ومعاناتكم. إن شاء الله بنستقبلكم وأنتم محررين من كل إشي ومعانا موجودين. شكرا. Thank you ضياء for being with us, joining us. And we will continue to bring the voices of the people everywhere we can to do the smallest and the biggest action that we also can until everyone is free. Thank you all. And I want to remind all of us to self-care, to hold your hearts, to care for yourself, to stay connected to people around you, to your communities, to your families. This is how we heal, that we are also together with our people, with our families, with our kids, that we call upon each other and gather. And this is the season of birth, the season of Christmas, family, reminders. So I remind all of us to bring this love to everybody around us. Everyone deserves it. Everyone deserves this reminder of our humanity. So please take care of yourselves. We are with you. If there is anything we could do, if you have a message, if you have an action, if you have an idea, if you have a way to support also the next weekend, please keep us in your prayers, in your thoughts as well. Hold the activists with us as we are all here together. But yeah, if there is anything we can come together to do, please let us know. And such an honor to be with all of you. Thank you. And I wish to challenge each one of us to bring one new person to the meeting next Monday. One new, just one, a friend, a family member, someone from the streets, someone in a coffee shop. Just say, hey, come, I want to be together with you in a bigger community. So let's do it next Monday, that we multiply, that we do it. Each one brings one person from whoever you think needs to be in this community call. Bring them with you next time. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you, David, Habibi.
Thank you, May. Thank
Yes.
you, all of you. And I also posted this support Gaza network in the chat if you want to have a look at it. We trust the people that run it. Much love to you. Have a beautiful week and see you next Monday.
Yes, see you. Thank you all. My dears, thank you. Shabalaz, she left. Okay. No. Christina.
Katarina, Shapala,
Shabala. Thank you all for being with us, everyone.
Kaisa.
I'm reading all the stuff in the chat before we go. That's why.
Yes, please. Please do.
Yes. Thank
From
you.
where are you joining in, Katarina?
I'm from Germany joining.
Is it your first time with us?
I'm very happy you're here.
Yeah, I've been here once or twice. Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Thank you for joining again, dear. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Mai.
Happy. Thank you. Guys, good to see you, dear. Hi, baby. Thank you all.
Thank
Ruby.
you, Abdallah, for translating and being here.
Yes. Abdallah and Ruby, thank you for the continuous support.
Mm-hmm. And
All of you. Yes. See you soon.
Thank you, May. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Shifra, Orlik, all of you, Dia, Kaisa, everyone. Everyone, thank you. And see you next Monday, inshallah, with another friend of yours with us.
Bye, dear.
Bye, bye, dears. Bye. Bye.
Salam, Dia.
باي ديا حبيبي سلام ربنا يحميكم.
Bye, Ruby. Bye, Dave. Bye, Abdullah.
Bye bye. Bye dears. Bye.